is a dog restaurant?
Yeah.
Dog.
Yes.
You eat dog here?
Yeah.
How many dog you cook today?
Maybe 3, 2, 3.
From
Not
from the street?
No, I'm buy.
I know you buy,
yeah.
but they take from the street, right?
I don't know.
Yes, they do.
No.
They steal people's dogs. You can get rabies. Rabies bisa. Kalau mereka ada anjing ada rabies, maka itu bisa ada rabies.
Oh, tidak, kita tuh
Yes, bisa.
pelihara.
Bisa. Dog is our friend.
Iya.
Teman kita. When you learn to love an animal from your heart and soul, you're opening yourself up to become a better person. If I can only affect, 1% of the people here in my lifetime to learn to love their animals, that spreads out, right? I believe it spreads out. So clever, every time it's food time, they jump into their own cages, as you can see over there. I don't hoard them, I just take dogs that really need extra attention. So this one will be a hoarding one because I just like her so much, she's a darling. I started off with 6 dogs. It just grew, Every week there'd be like two dogs coming in, 3 dogs. People throw them in the front here. They think I'm the top dog. Thank you, Henry. Hey? Problem getting things working when you're an artist. Bloody hell, shit. I mean, when we have a connection with animals, with all the living beings on this planet, they feel and love and they think and they play and they have respect for each other, which we don't have. The love that they show each other and so came here to paint. But I'm painting. I just want to paint a bit more, but I don't want to become one of those people, those snotty-nosed people with so much money they don't know what to do with, and they sit around pretending they're artists, I don't want to be one of those, so I guess my working class background's not going to let me be one of those. But anybody that can come to a country and see the sadness in it, and if you can make someone's life better with your own life. Excuse me. Stop that. Stop it. If you can like improve a situation that's really sad, or put some compassion into it, then you're doing something godlike, And as a creative person, you're supposed to be compassionate, and if you're not compassionate, how can you put your soul on canvas or paper or anything? So if you're working in that field, how can you ignore the terrible situation that those dogs are in? Like the sadness of, it just cripples me, when I see those animals suffering like that. This is Ebony. She's been with us for 3 years. We're very tired.
2 brains and 1 million things.
Might be just one brain between the two of us.
Yeah, which makes
or
it
even half a
more
brain.
difficult.
Oh, darling. We'll take that eye out, don't we? Oh, then you're going to be completely blind. He was sitting in the middle of the road. He didn't know he was in the middle of the road. He's got such a gentle nature. I was hoping that eye, there would be a semblance of sight there, but the inflammation and the infection's going down, but he still can't see anything. In fact, it looks worse, like there's more tissue over the top of the eyeball. On Saturday, he's going to have his eye, have to have that eye taken out. Oh, it's such a mess. One eye went, didn't it? Hey? And then we think all the infection went over to the other one. Come on, Stevie Wonder. Come on. Here. So he has to do a wee-wee. Ain't you, love? Huh? Wee-wee time.
The problem is before she have the kennel cough and very bad, maybe already infection in the lung and difficult to breathing now. Already try give any medicine doesn't work. Ya dulu kan saya nggak suka sama anjing, terus Linda dia kasih tahu saya gimana caranya merawat dan memelihara anjing.
But we usually put the tape around it. If we can get a collar would be better.
Ya kenal sama dia pertama kali sedikit takut karena dia sangat keras istilahnya karakternya. Mungkin saya kurang tahu dulu, mungkin keras, tapi dia keras itu mungkin dia karena terlalu sayang sama binatang, dia mengarahkan harus ini seperti itu.
These are all the baby puppies that we have. All the big dogs are in there. Yeah. We have about 150. Sorry? Yeah, they're all local dogs. They're the best dogs you can get. You know, the local dogs are a combination of Kelpie and Blue Heeler, but the people here want to give them racun and kill them all, right? Yeah. And really, they should be really protecting them.
There's some people in a nearby village who want to adopt 2 dogs, but we're just going to take 4 in the hope that maybe someone else will want to adopt, or that's usually what happens.
Menurut saya itu setengah-setengah, ada yang senang sekali, ada yang enggak gitu. Kita banyak datang lihat-lihat di masyarakat ya. Oh ini anjingnya sakit, tidak dipelihara, mungkin itu karena dia sibuk bekerja atau finansialnya kurang seperti itu.
This one already 4 months old. Yes. So in 2 months again, must give operation, not have babies.
Bonnie, him father would like to adopt a
White puppy. Okay,
because saya cinta anjing Bali, saya membantu yayasan untuk mengadopsi anjing. Dia butuh vaksin atau treatment the skin.
We take a whole heap of dogs here, they choose which one they want, and then we go to the house with them, set up like a run type thing with a chain so that they don't run away immediately. So we tell them to keep them on the chain for a week so that they get used to where they are. What do you want to do with her? You don't want to put in here, do you? Did you want to put in there with the boy dog?
Celaduk itu pasing. Sing bang aduknya pasing metegul cicing itu. Pasing merantai apa nama kanang loh. Ibu-ibunya dua kemudian ubah dua itu silakan. Silakan kawin kan ada. Oh benar harus steril sebenarnya.
You want to open the door?
Oh dia harus.
Hello. Senang dia senang. Lepas. Dia harus energy because she's alright in the cage all the time, right?
Hello, mister.
He's my aunt. Like you live here in this area. If I find out that this dog, our dog, is in that cage all day, I will come here and take the dog back.
Yeah, I will tell him.
Yeah, but you're serious because I'm not going to take a dog from my refuge who's got big area to play to put in a small little cage.
Boleh dengar tu adik.
In fact,
tu cicing harus lepas ya. Lepas.
You're going to have an animal, you need to love the animal and take care of it. Love the animal, take care of the animal. Okay, so you just tell him that. Go on, tell him that. Tell him. Hello.
Anjing Bali, tu banyak ni pang yo harus jaga dan kasih makan.
Tuh pasti.
Kasih sayang.
Okay.
Please don't put in this one, the cage, I want for my ex-husband. You know my husband?
Okay.
My swami?
Okay.
Nakal sekali to me. I want put in there. Yeah? Hello. Hello. Yeah, no, I was asking you about the refuge and if we can extend on the premises because, you know, we have so many dogs. It's going to be really hard and we just need to extend on that. I know there's a bit of a question mark about it. What? What do you mean? What? So what are you saying, that we can't extend on it now? So that means I have to go and find, you know, another premises. It's going to be really hard for us. And, you know, I mean, we're here in Bali trying to do the right thing by the by your Bali dogs. Can't you just, like, help us a little bit? What are you saying? Out by October? All right, well, yeah, okay. Let's just leave it at that. I'll try and come and talk to you. You think it's useless? Okay, fine, whatever. Bye. Oh, great. We can't continue in the refuge. We've got to get out, so this makes things really hard because we've had that place for 5 years now, and I knew it was going to be a 6-year lease, but I just assumed that they would probably let us. We had option to release it. He's saying he doesn't want to re-rent. He wants to sell it.
I think maybe we can take him,
Yeah.
clean the wound,
Yeah, sure.
keep for maybe 3 days, 4 days. If no improvement, then we can euthanize. But I think maybe we can save. If he starts improving, we had another golden who was like this all over. There's just, this was all pus. Never seen so much pus. It was just all open wounds, just absolute mess. He couldn't walk either, but he's been adopted now to a good home. He come good. So I don't know. I just always want to try. Today, eating or not?
Not yet, because not respond.
He's been hit by a car. The idea was to euthanize him, but I just think it's worth trying. I mean, only because we've seen so many dogs that have been hit by cars that have been paralysed, and it can reverse itself. So obviously not every time, and we're not going to win every time, but I just think that it's worth a try for him rather than just, you know, laying on the concrete for a week and then dying. Then it's worth at least giving him some strong antibiotics. If we can heal these wounds, then work on getting an x-ray or whatever we need to. But often you'll see improvement fairly quickly.
I decided ages ago I wanted to start a sanctuary, so now's the time to do it probably, to put out there into the universe and say we need to attract a fabulous piece of land and attract everything we need to support, you know, that idea. Just lucky, all I can say, lucky one on the Aussie Shiloh. We used to roads like this in Australia. So whereabouts is the land, all the land?
Up there belong someone also, but
Hold
you
on.
can use together like that.
Yeah, I don't want banyak mobile in here. Because if we have this, we want to close here, tutup, and have all the dog in here.
Yan berhak nutup di kota, ndak ada suka tutup di kiri pun warga nganggih.
You can stop at the road because this is the public road.
Well, if we have it, we
Yes.
have to stop it. So we have to put a gate here and a gate there. And if they want to go through, they have to open the gate because we don't want dogs going in and out. I don't know what to do. We're going to have to find land pretty quickly, and then we have to find money. We'll have to find land. So, I mean, I think we better go and try and find some land, but I know that's going to be huge because, you know, whatever sort of land we get is going to have to be like up the country somewhere, isolated. It's going to have a river, I guess. They'll have to have like enough flat land to build lots of stuff on it. Try and make try and make the runs really fantastic, but then it's all about money, isn't it? Really. Well, they're saying there's no access from the river here, right? So we're going to go and get the car, drive it in the other side and then walk down again to see what the river's like. But Rana's saying there's no big rivers here, and what we wanted was a big river.
The thing is, we'll be driving around here and there's so much land and we see the perfect bit, but the bits that are for sale are just not living up to our expectations at all.
Come to Mama. Come on. Come up to Mama. Come on. Oh, she's lovely. Oh, she's so lovely. Oh, she's so lovely. Did you wash your bum this morning? I bet you didn't. My staff saw her in a very small cage. It was cutting her skin and the tetanus germs got in there and she was so sick. But we got a love affair going on now, don't we, Bubbles? Hey, she's my lovely girl. She's my lovely girl. I didn't know I had a special connection, but yes, I think because when I was 2 years old, I used to growl at people in the playground to get them off the swings and things. And because Mum was a good mother, but she used to leave me in this room on my own because she read this book that said don't pick up your child because it'll spoil them. And which we don't agree with nowadays, but in those days it was like just pick them up when you're going to feed them. And so anyway, the dog was there, so every time I got upset the dog would be there and he used to lick my tears and take care of me. So I became very connected to dogs, and I think, you know, and I've always been, I just see them as being very special spirits, you know. So where are you? There you are, right down there. Look at this. Well, he's had a bath now. Yesterday he came in covered in gunk and everything. There's a bit of dirt left there we missed, isn't it? Hey? Yes, tiny little thing. He's learning how to suck, but he's not getting it really yet. Not getting it, are you? Hey? Not really getting it yet. No. Somebody called me yesterday morning from Kuta. I was in the car. Luckily, I was in the car going down to Kuta. And said they found him in a rubbish bin. And of course, look at him, screaming his head off. He's like, help me, help me. Someone heard you, didn't they? Yes, they did. Someone heard you. They did. They did. So that was the easy one because we were there on the spot. So his karmic road led him to us. Not happy? Hi. Oh. So, what do you mean? The dogs? Dogs are what? In the cages. Alright, I'll come up there and we'll check out those poor animals, alright? But there's no laws, you know. I don't know what I can do. Alright, we'll try. Thanks. Bye. So sit here. Here we go. Stuck in the cage. Oh, let's see what your owner has to say, hey? Hello. How are you? Saya dari Bali Dogs, yayasan. Saya Melinda. Biasa anjing bisa lepas, bisa happy, senang. But they're not happy there, Pak.
Ini juga karyawan ya.
Oh ya,
Yayasan anjing di Bali ya, yayasan anjing di Bali. Jadi ya tidak bisa katanya melihat anjing itu terus lepas gitu, karena ini yayasan enggak.
Maybe I can go along with and they can running up and down here, at least lepas.
Jalan-jalan gitu.
In telepon saya complaining about the dog in the cage. Terus lepas, you see Bapak, it's not fair. Kan, look, she got sore leg, sakit kaki sekarang.
Oh gitu maksudnya.
Harus lepas. Come on, poor boys and girls, poor boy and girl. Kasihan. Hello, hello, hello. You're lovely. You're lovely. So this is a week after his operation, and you can see his eyes are sort of gone, but he's much happier. Stevie! And those ears are probably taken over from where his eyes left off. We still have to clean it all out every day. because that's still a little bit infected, but it's getting better. And he's a happier boy, aren't you? Much happier. So who's taking care of the monkey? Already she's dehydrated. Her skin not good. It's skin, and she's very thin, very skinny. She must be a little bit more fat than this. And she have this around her neck. They bought the monkey with a wire around its neck. I would assume that they would open the wire as soon as they got the monkey home. It's cutting into her skin. Monkeys are prone to getting tetanus. Come on. She's so tough, isn't she? But we can, that's okay, I think, love. If we let it go where there's any other monkeys, because they're territorial, they'll kill her. So that's the horrible thing. You take a monkey out of the forest, or you take a baby and you domesticate it, whatever, at any level, you're destroying their lives, because they can't have that interaction with family anymore or any other monkeys, because they'll just kill her. Lovely girl.
If you wanna, I'm ready. If you wanna take, you can. You take after I take
and
again.
And not feel so lonely in the world. Hey,
yes.
Not feel so lonely. No. Somebody said there was a puppy screaming in this rubbish dump next door. So I'm just going to go and have a look, because that's where they dump them all the time, in the rubbish dumps. There's some movement in here. God, I hope it's not a snake or something. Oh my God. Come here. Oh, she's going around the other side. Oh, look, she's wagging it. Ow! She bit me. You've been here for a while, love, have you? Oh, she's okay. We'll just get her back to the clinic. Well, I hope this one hasn't got any latent rabies. It's okay, I'm not living in fear. It's just, you know, I'd rather not have to deal with it.
His skin's coming back to normal. Antibiotics is doing the trick there. He was sitting up yesterday morning. Hey, lovely boy. He's a lovely boy. I hope this can get better. It can get better, mister. Yeah, no, I got to the hospital, but they just put me on hold. It's Ebony. I'm calling from Bali on behalf of a patient that you had there 1 month ago that was being treated for rabies. She came to Australia to get immunoglobulin and follow up with the vaccines, and we just wanted to know what the immunity level was so that we can rule out rabies. She had pre-vaccinations, but they were in Bali and we don't know what brand of vaccine was used, and there's no blood test over here to check the immunity level. She's just going to a local clinic. They took blood yesterday and then they're going to just get the results again today, but her temperature's really high.
Well, I'm back home. I didn't have rabies, but I've been in hospital for 2 weeks. I had dengue and typhoid together. I'll be up and around soon, except the only thing, I've got pain in my legs. So a lot of pain in my joints, and I guess that's probably from the dengue, because they say it attacks your bones. This is the second time I've had dengue, so I guess, you know, what's happening is it's gets worse each time apparently.
This is Limo, the dog that the owners originally wanted to euthanize because he was hit by a car. unfortunately there was internal damage that couldn't be fixed, either from the impact of the car hitting him or from the paralysis that it caused. His bowels weren't working properly, and he started going downhill again, so we thought before he suffers too much, then if it's something we can't fix, then the nicest thing we can do is to put him to sleep. Send him to heaven.
So, Mate, have you got some antibiotics for me? Yeah. That's ampicillin, and that one?
Metro.
Oh, this is what we give to the dogs. But I'm going to take it instead. Oh, I'm really glad you came over because I was feeling so depressed and in bed again. You know, when I get depressed, and I know why I get depressed. I get depressed because I've been through what I've been through. I started drinking more because I split up with my husband, who was a Balinese guy. I split up with him in Australia, and he was probably the best relationship I'd ever had in my life with anybody. Even though it wasn't good, it was better than, you know, the other ones that I'd been with. So when I split up with him, I'd sort of lost myself, and I started drinking, smoking, ended up no money, ended up living in a caravan, middle of nowhere. I was used to being thrown out of people's houses, people's hotels. I was being thrown out of every hotel I ever went into because I was always fighting. I was getting a reputation very, very quickly, you know. But yeah, I think the recovery program that I got into, that's what saved me, for sure. I mean, my stepfather used to call me a harlot that wouldn't get a place in the brothel. This started when I was about 9 years old. At the same time, when I then got my period, then he was coming into the bathroom, into the bedroom, and, you know, telling Mum he wanted to buy me new clothes and all this sort of stuff. The lucky thing about it was I was a warrior, and I'm still a warrior. And I might have been a warrior last life too. But I wasn't going to be treated like that. So I just said, you know, you'll never treat me like that again, Bill. And when he did try and beat me, I beat him up and I kicked him down the stairs, and I was 13. You know, I learnt how to protect myself.
So we've got like less than 2 weeks till eviction, and I'm just trying to stay calm, but actually really stressed because in the last 3 days we've had 15 dogs come in the last 3 days. These 3 were thrown outside the shelter yesterday. God, they're just coming from everywhere. This is the local rubbish dump again. Every time we stop there, there's something.
I've been thinking of getting drunk lately. Now I stopped drinking like, what, nearly 14 years ago. And here I am thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind going and getting drunk. If I'm not painting, I'm not nurturing my inner spirit. And I know the dogs and stuff, they love you and you get so much back, but if you don't nurture your own spirit, for me, I guess that's what it is. I just feel futile. Life's futile. What am I doing here? Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Okay. I'll meet you down there soon. All right, love. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So it looks like we're going to get a sanctuary. Well, I mean, Anna said to me, I'm going to give you some money. And I thought, oh, that's great, you know, a little bit of money. But she's going to give us more than money. She's going to give us, like, oh, my God. Like, we told her it was going to cost, like, about $60,000 for the land. And she's going to put that much in the bank account. Like, she's going to put $30,000 in my... I can't believe this. She's going to put $30,000 in my bank account. And then she's going to give us another loan of $30,000. And I said, why? And she said, well, because she came here with her husband like a year ago or something, and he died 4 months ago, and she said that he remembered us, and she just wants to do it as soon as possible. I can't believe it. Going to the land. Everybody. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Nade. Thank you, Nade. So look, we start our refuge. Isn't it great? And then during the day, we're going to make beds all through here. So they can run out here and play. Make a pool in here for water. They can jumping in.
We've moved all the easy dogs out already, and these are all the difficult ones. So we've given them all sleeping tablets. So that's why his eyes is. Some of these dogs that we're loading in today have literally been in this shelter for the last 6 years because they've come in with problems that they've never got over, they've never been adoptable.
We've moved 150, 170 dogs up, and it was really hard to do that. The dogs were screaming and crying, and I thought, oh my God, I shouldn't have done this. But today, look at them, they're all happy. I thought I made a big mistake, but I think it's good now. And like, this will be nice and clean in a minute. We're going to clean all this so they can swim in here and everything. We've had problems with the access, but we're getting there. So we've got a place for the dogs now, we've got a kitchen, we've got a small house for manager and so on. We've got a fish farm that's going up, we've planted lots of trees, and I'm just trying to work out how to put a road in there so it won't destroy the beauty of the place. It warms my heart and makes me happy every time I see one of them saved and loved and rehomed. But you know, I want to be an artist again, and I want to have my exhibitions like I used to. We've got a girl coming down from Java, which is a top-class employee. I'm just crossing everything. I just want to be able to have BARC running in a humanitarian way, but very efficiently, and I want to see that, and then I want to be able to sort of back off. That's good, hey? Got a gallery now. Well, not a gallery, it's a shop. Fill it up with my best paintings. But anyway, even if I'm not raising money for the dogs, I'm raising money for me because I haven't had a wage for 6 years, so everything's gone into the doggies, so I guess I'm going to start, once the sanctuary goes up, I'll start concentrating on looking after my well-being somehow or another. Yes?